I got a custom Star Wars The Black Series Mara Jade and a bunch of other customs that I've been working on. Let's have a look. Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, here on the Digitally Rebastard Network, the action figure show about news, reviews, collecting tips, customizations, kit bashing, everything that goes into this fun, nerdy hobby that you and I both love. And in this week's episode, we're going to be taking a look at some of the customs that I have done and been doing and all that kind of good stuff. Starting off with the most recent one that I just completed last week. And that is this one right here. I made a Star Wars The Black Series custom Mara Jade. I've been wanting to make one for quite a while and just got the gumption to search and find the pieces and parts that I needed to make her. And so here she is. If you're wondering what I made her with, this is the body for the Marvel Legends, Hasbro Marvel Legends X-23. She has a Mary Jane Watson head. This is a Star Wars The Black Series Jyn Erso belt and holster and gun. The cape came from, now the hands are actually Black Widow hands, Marvel Legend Black Widow hands, because the hands that she had were actually these right here were the ones, because it's X-23. Those were the hands that she had on her, and those weren't going to work. So I got some Black Widow hands and put them on there, and they fit just fine. And then she also has, if you can see here, she has a harness on her there. That is from Lady Deadpool, the Marvel Legends Lady Deadpool. The cape she has on I got from GPS Lot on eBay. It's just a standard brown, just a basic cape. I need to get goggles to put around her neck. I haven't found. I want to use the Solo Story Chewbacca goggles whenever I can find somebody that's selling them by themselves. The saber comes from replacement sabers off of eBay, where you can actually, here, let me pull this off here. I have to be very careful. Her legs are a little rubbery. They were very loose on the figure when I got her, when I got the X-23. But this is the saber. This is a 3D printed saber. I went over it with chrome marker and my black acrylic pen, and that is an acrylic, purple acrylic lightsaber. The link for them is down below in the descriptions. But this guy makes all the different types of lightsabers for Star Wars Black Series. You can actually get 1/12 scale, 1/6 scale. From them. You can choose the hilt, you can choose the blade color. They have about 7 or 8 different blade colors to choose from in regular plastic and or acrylic. I always get acrylic. You have to kind of ask them to make acrylic and they'll do it for you. But that is Mara Jade's hilt. That is the Mara Jade lightsaber on that. And then, of course, like I said, that's the Jyn Erso blade. I did do a little bit of a paint job on the side there. Not great. I need to kind of actually touch it up a little bit. But I went over. I kind of did a dark blue in the little sections here of the costume, going all the way up. This actually had a midriff. It was just the top part here. There was a midriff on this that was flesh, and I painted over that. I have found recently that using Sharpies help out quite a bit for doing color in especially in smaller places. I got the fine point Sharpie set as well as the regular size Sharpies, and those actually work out quite well. For a little bit like larger areas where you don't want to do kind of fine painting, and you can get them in all the different colors. But I'm very, very happy with how she turned out. A lot of people make this and they use the retro Black Widow head. I went with the Mary Jane. This is the Mary Jane Watson head from the new Renewed Vows Spider-Man 2-pack with Spider-Man and Mary Jane Watson, Spider-Woman. I don't know exactly what her name is. But I'm very happy with how this turned out. It's very obvious who it is. There is rumors floating around, of course, since I just made this, that Hasbro's going to bring out a Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Mara Jade. So, you know, that is that. But I'll always have this one, and you know, I'm I'm very, very proud of it. I've worked quite hard on it. And I think it turned out pretty well. So let's move on to the next one. And this one is one of my What If series for Star Wars The Black Series. This is what if Anakin had absolutely defeated Obi-Wan Kenobi on Mustafar and didn't get all cut and shuffled and like he did. And what would have happened if Anakin would have still been a Sith and turned to the dark side, but didn't become the Vader that we all know. What I used here is, this is the body from an Imperial Guard, an Imperial Royal Guard, and I painted the arms black, and because the body underneath is all solid red. I painted the arms black, and I left the red on the boots, and I went over with the Molotov chrome marker and kind of highlighted the accents on the armor, and gave it a little zhuzhing up. The head is the evil head from the Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith Star Wars Black Series Anakin. I just had that laying around because I have the regular Anakin head on mine up on the shelf. The cloak is actually from GPS Lot on eBay again. And then the skirt cape is, I have some red material that I just cut that. And when I put the body back together after I painted it, I just kind of made a hole. I made a half circle and made a hole in the middle of the straight part, and then just plopped that on there and snapped him back together. So that's where you get that. And then the sabers came from replacement sabers on eBay. The one up here is the standard Darth Vader lightsaber, and then this one, I can't remember, that might be Darth Bane. But I figured he'd have two lightsabers. My what if Anakin survived the Mustafar fight with Obi-Wan and destroyed Obi-Wan, and became a Sith, an even more powerful Sith, and he would have, you know, two lightsabers, one in each hand, dual wield, if you will. Very happy with how this one turned out too. I'm usually not very good at doing fine detail on like, you know, lines and whatnot in armor, but this one actually kind of turned out pretty well. I took my time with it, and I'm pretty good with painting and customizing bodies. I'm okay with painting heads. Eyes are a problem, as I've said before in previous videos, but the fine point Sharpies do help for doing the irises on eyes. So let's move on to the next one. And this is also a what if series, and this is what if Luke had not been defeated. What if Luke defeated Vader at the end of Empire Strikes Back and he turned to the dark side? And so this is like my Sith Luke. And this is from the I can't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's the Dark Empire, Star Wars Black Series Luke. But that one actually had bare arms, so I got another Return of the Jedi Luke in the black, and I popped the arms off this and then popped these on here. And then this sleeveless robe came from GPS Lot on eBay. And then I gave him a Vader saber and his own, so he actually wields both sabers. So yeah, so if Luke turned to the dark side and became a Sith, this is my representation of that. Not a whole lot of no painting involved with this one. It was just you know, heating the figure up and popping the arms off, putting these arms on, and you know, he still has both his hands because he didn't lose his hand in the battle. He defeated Vader and became the Emperor's stooge. Who knows? Maybe he defeated the Emperor too, and now he's running the galaxy. You never know. It is a what if situation. So there he is, and I'm very happy with him. We'll turn him around so you can see the back. So yeah, this is a wired cape, jacket. I don't know what you'd call it, cloak. I think he looks pretty cool. There is no evil Luke face, but I thought maybe doing a little touch up and maybe doing a black wash around the eyes and giving him like a dark, maybe some glowing red eyes or something. You know, giving him the Sith look. But at any rate, that is my what if Sith Luke Skywalker. So let's move on to the next one. So here are my custom paint jobs. Not fantastic. They need a little touched up, but the plastic that these are made of does not take paint very well. But this is the Mattel DC Multiverse Dawn of Justice, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, Batman and Superman. This is the Batfleck and Henry Cavill Superman, and I kind of I made them up into like a Silver Age, so I put the trunks on. I put the trunks on Batfleck here, and put the trunks on the Henry Cavill. I then went over the little belt parts on the bodysuit with yellow, and then I went over this with yellow as best as I could. It didn't take it quite well. There's some splotchiness in there. I need to kind of go over it with my acrylic pens. And then this was all he was black and gray. And I did the boots and the gloves and the trunks and the cowl in the lighter blue. The cape is actually from Batgirl on eBay, who does custom capes. I cut the cape off of the cowl, and the rubberized cape, and then I applied the cape to him, and then put the cowl back on, and it just popped right back on, and it worked out really well. As well as the Superman, the cape. That cape is from Batgirl on eBay as well, and I have their links down in the description. I think they turned out okay. I kind of brightened up the S on the chest there. I didn't do anything with the Bat logo on Batman, but I did kind of brighten up the Superman emblem on his chest, and gave it a little zhuzhing up. I can see right here, and under all of this bright lighting, that I missed a little bit in the that top right part there. I need to go over that with my acrylic pens, but they just need a little touching up. Nothing too severe. The cape actually doesn't match the red very well, but it's the best I can do with what I had. But I just thought it would be kind of cool to give them sort of the Silver Age colors and costume, like they had, that they didn't have in the movies. So, and that's what you end up with right there. So let's move on to the next one. All right, this is a guy that I call Smoke. He's like a bounty hunter type of guy. He could go in Star Wars The Black Series. He could go in Marvel Legends. He could go in G.I. Joe classifieds. You could put this guy just about anywhere. He's a combination of, basically, I had extra parts laying around. I had originally purchased the body minus the arm, so basically just the legs and the torso, is a Marvel Legends Netflix Daredevil. I purchased one from someone, and they kind of flubbed on the description, and the right arm at the bicep had been previously broken and glued back on. So as soon as I got it out of the package and I went to pose him and everything, that right arm just snapped right off. So I had an extra Daredevil body lying around because I searched and I found someone who actually had a Netflix Daredevil body on eBay and bought it, and then assembled my now Netflix Daredevil that is on my Marvel shelf. The head is actually from Marvel Legends Paladin, which is this body right here. And so that head was originally on this, but it was purple. I painted it all in black, and the goggles were gold. I went over them with the my Molotov chrome pen and made them silver. And then the arms, I bought some random, I can't remember which arms those were. It was Godfather Toys on eBay that sells pieces and parts for, fodder for customs and stuff, as well as the pistols came from Godfather Toys as well. I don't know where those pistols are from, like what figure those are from, but I got the 2 pistols, the 2 firing effects, and 2 smoking gun effects. And then the coat is from GPS Lot on eBay. And like I said, all those links are down in the description. That you can find them down there if you ever want to get little pieces and parts and soft good capes and coats like that. I believe that's actually a Nick Fury coat, but it's a cloth goods, and it's a wired coat, so it has a wire in it that you can bend, and it even has a wire in the belt. There's a belt that goes all the way around. If you look on the back here, there is a belt. Oh, that's leg pieces poking out there. But he's going to be one of the reoccurring characters in my little soft openings for my action figure reviews and whatnot. Just those silly little things that I do. He's just going to be a guy that'll eventually appear in that. But yeah, that's Smoke. That's just a custom guy that I made. That you could fit that guy just about on any shelf anywhere with any universe of action figures. So, all right, let's move on to the next one. And this is a custom Mandalorian that I made from a Din Djarin the Mandalorian, the credit collection edition of him. I liked the original credit collection because it had a little bit of blue. It already had some blue to it, and like blue and silver is kind of like the Mando colors. And so I decided, I thought, I'd like to get one of them because they're relatively cheap because nobody really wants them. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to get one and make a Mando and do it all in blue and gray, because it wasn't all blue. But I kind of accented I did most of them with a light blue and silver mix on the armor pieces. To give it, and the helmet, to give it sort of a metallic blue, and then I did just a regular straight blue on the accents, so around the edges and whatnot there. And then I also purchased, he has the backpack too on there, as you can see. That's the backpack, and I did it up in colors with the chrome pen and a light blue and dark blue, metallic blue and regular blue. And then the cape is from Batgirl on eBay. And then he's got the solo Star Wars story Chewbacca blaster rifle that I got from Godfather Toys on eBay, as well as the Jango Fett belt with the double blasters on there too, because I thought that would look cool on him, and it fit. It worked really, really well. Was a bit of a bear getting those up the legs onto those armor pieces, but I did manage to do it. I had to pop him apart and get the belt on there, so I didn't have to cut it or anything. But yeah, I really like him. I don't really have a name for him. It's just, Blue Mando. I just thought that turned out actually really well. It's one of the ones I'm the most proud of. I'm not proud of a lot of them. Just because of just crappy paint jobs that I've done, but I am proud of that one. because all I really did was all I really had to do was just paint the armor pieces. I left everything else the same. So yeah, pretty cool. I liked how he turned out. So let's move on to the next one. And here we are with the next and final addition to this video. And this is for those who haven't seen it, I did a video on the unboxing and review of the Lightyear Cyclops figure. I picked up one of them, and I actually forgot to paint. I just noticed I forgot to paint that right there. But it was all originally like bright canary yellow, and I I thought that would be a really cool that'd be a really cool figure to paint, and I thought it would look good in purple, so I did it in purple because I like purple. Yeah, these were just dull plastic gray. I went over them with the Molotov chrome pen. I did initially did just a purple wash on there, and this is about 3 or 4 coats of paint, and then I did a metallic light purple, and then I used my purple acrylic pen. I don't know if you can see here. We'll bring it in a little closer, but I went around all the cracks and crevices and everything with my purple acrylic pen and kind of gave it an accent on there. I do want to eventually paint the firing rocket there, but and then if you look at the back, I did some in glossy black, some of the undercarriage of him. You can still see a little bit of the yellow up in that leg because it was hard to get a brush up in that leg. But you know, he kept his posability and everything. Just thought it would, you know, be fun to paint that. It was the plastic didn't take paint very well, so I had to go over with, you know, coat, and finally got it to where I wanted it, and then, you know, added the dark purple lines and the accents on the armor. But I thought it turned out pretty well. It wasn't looking good there for a while. I thought, oh man, I just completely wasted my time. But the more I put coats on, the better it got. And that's the final product. So there you go. That was another overlook of a lot of the customs that I have worked on and have been working on and just completed and whatnot. I do enjoy doing the customs. It's very relaxing. Sometimes I'll you know, take them to work with me and work on them there when I know I'm going to have some downtime. But most of the time I'm just sitting right here making these up. So there you go. If you have any customs that you've done, or, you know, if you have customs that you'd like to see me do, leave a comment down below there, or discuss what customs that you've made, and we'll talk about it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of the Digitally Rebastard Network, as well as join us on Twitter, Discord, and my TikTok by clicking those links in the bottom right-hand corner of the banner on our channel page. Become part of the DRN family. We will welcome you with open arms. You've been watching Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, here on the Digitally Rebastard Network. You all have a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time, and until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.